All right, I'm just gonna show you a quick little update. I didn't really film this door yet, but I will show you this. This is what I've been working on for a couple days, and it has been like time consuming. But here it is in all its glory. I'll get a video together showing it, like building it. But sneak peek, you can see the new door handle here. Brass, of course, stainless steel bar here. Some fancy fake jewelry here. This is great. And a couple door speakers, 5-inch speaker and a tweeter. But I still have to do the other one over there. And we got rid of the old door handles there, the levers. Let me walk over there. Here's the old one here. They're aluminum, so I couldn't really do much with them as far as making them fancy. So I just started to make my own from scratch. And it's got a square insert. So I got these scrub screws on top that kind of pinch it and it pulls at the same time. I did have to extend the square inner bar. I can't really explain this, but it sits in front of the panel now instead of inside the door. Much like this one over here. So obviously once I put the door skin on, I gotta move these handles from in here because it's covering it. I gotta move to the outside. And that being square was tricky because I really had to extend it past the door through this a little bit, maybe like a 1/2 inch. So I will show that too, how I did that, but that'll be in probably next episode. I'm just gonna do a quick filler video for you guys here. But you can see all the slop in this thing. That's no good. However, it is smooth. This one's gonna stay just the way it is. I do have a screen mesh that sits on this one, so you won't really see that anyways. The blue is not my cup of tea, but you know, they're just your typical speaker, nothing too fancy. I did want to do something brass with this, but I don't have a chunk that big. I wanted to do some kind of outlay on it with brass, but we'll leave that on the wish list for now. And the doors, they're 80% done. There's still another trick up my sleeve that I want to do with these doors, but that'll be further down the line. But for now, they're pretty good. Well, this one's pretty good. Yeah, I can't tell you how long it took to make all these little washers. There's 31 of these washers and bolts in this door. And it literally took, I don't know, maybe 10 hours or so to like really make all these, take a break in between, a bunch of fitting and disassembling. Quite the challenge to get all these to fit too. Oh, and also I still have to fit this box, my heater core. And I did make the inlets and outlets a lot bigger in diameter. I took out the old AN fittings and I just welded on these cap things that I made here. So now it's got a 1/2 inch inlay. So that'll be, yeah, it'll help with flow anyways. And I do want to mount that somewhere up here. I do have a start of a splash guard right down here, but that'll be in a different section too. And then what else do we got here? The only thing I have to finish off really are these things, my secret vents. They're not connected yet to the main pipe. They're very close though, so this is going to be a tricky spot for me. I don't want to weld it obviously, but I do need to make a connection here and drill a hole and get that sorted. So the heating system's nearly complete as far as I can get it. I still need to get a hose for this side, from this round port to this port. Just a little quick elbow. So I'm kind of bouncing around all over the place with this one. I'm really, I don't know. I can't pick and choose what I want to work on first, so I'm really all over the place with this. What else? There's one more thing. I guess the valve stems too, huh? I didn't show these. These are fun. These are fancy. Yeah, quick little update. Just wanted to show. I don't know. This stuff has really taken a lot of time to do, and it's hard to get everything I want to get done in a timely manner, but it is what it is. This is actually really tight. I utilized the old spring too on the inside of this cap here. Wow, it's really tight. I might want to put some grooves. I was going to do some knurling, but I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up, so I'm just going to leave it. But I could do some like lines down across the center here. But that little spring here is from the old cap. It just has like a little bend in it. It's a hardened piece of steel. Works as a spring in a way. and it just kind of catches the inside lip here, and it's actually tall on one side, so it gets stiffer as you turn it. But we'll leave that on for now. I do need to make a cap for that with a logo, but that'll be another day. Typically what I like to do, I don't really show this or not, but being the car being mirror image, for instance the doors, I always like to do one side before I film the other side, and I make it look like I just filmed it right off the rip. It's a little secret of mine, but I like to just concentrate the very first time I'm doing something, then I'll go back and film it, if that makes sense. I'm sure a lot of other people do it the same way too, but it is what it is.